And together with that, the 7 lessons that we learn from this. The first lesson is, first 10 seconds when I asked you to observe your partner minutely, how did you feel? As if somebody is watching me? How did you feel? Huh? Awkward. Isn't it? We feel awkward. So people will always feel awkward, ill at ease, and self-conscious. Somebody is watching them minutely from top to bottom. Huh? We are not comfortable in that. Why? Because we are not informed. What I have to observe in that person, that is also not informed. So looking at one another, both are being uncomfortable. I don't know what this person is looking at. So make sure whenever you want to bring about changes in your business, make sure people are well informed, properly informed. First thing, the first lesson that we learn. The second lesson that we learn from this is, normally what do we give up? I said, we always think of whatever I have to give up. Change does not mean give up. Remove. Remove your specs, remove your pen, remove your things. No. Don't give up. That does not mean change. But change also means that we can gain. So clarify what we have to gain through this process, in this change. It is not just giving up, but is something to gain as well. The third valuable lesson that we learn is, people are at different levels. First 3 changes, it was easy maybe, but still I found some were not changing. In the first 3 aspects also, they were not willing to bring that change on the physical appearance also. So everyone was at a different, some were enthusiastic. First time they were enthusiastic, second time also they were feeling okay, we can do it. But the third time the resistance started. It's impossible. Now we can't go any further. We can't remove our clothes and everything. Can't give up everything. Because we only think change means giving up. So we can't give up our clothes and everything. Can't remove that. So make sure people realize that the old way is not going to work any longer. You don't have to give up every time. Otherwise, you will be short of resources. And so the readiness is also different at different levels. But change means something to gain. And when there is something we gain, the readiness is there. So old way is not going to work. First time it worked, second time it was hard, third time resistance. It's not going to work. The fourth lesson that we learn is, even everyone was going through the change, but we felt I am the only one changing. That's why we didn't exchange with people. That was also a change. But we didn't exchange. Why? Because although everyone was going through the same process, we felt we are the only one. We are not the one. The whole world around us is changing. It's not that I am the only one who's changing. But we always feel, I'm the only one. I have to change. Every time is it I who have to do this? No. So help people to readjust their way of thinking. You are not the only one. There are many who are going through the same process like you. The fifth lesson that we learn from this is, people will be concerned. That's why I said in the third round, people did not want to change. So people will be concerned that they do not have enough resources now. They're short of resources. So be sensitive to the feelings of people. The moment they start resisting, respect. Those who resist change, there are probably good reasons. Stop at that time. You can't force them. Go on now, 6 changes, 8 changes. No, we can't force them. Be sensitive to their feelings. The 6th lesson that we learned, that sometimes that's all, we can handle that much. We can't go further. And they sit down, they start running away from change. Permit people to set their own goals. If I would have said, make as much as changes you want,
Maximum.
1 or 2, whatever you are comfortable, then that 1 or 2 would have remained. But because I was demanding so much, you changed because you felt, okay, let's see. And then as soon as the pressure is lifted, you change back. Because it was not done willingly. It was done out of pressure. So permit people to set their own goals, how much they can do. Let them do it. That will be creative. And the last lesson, people will revert back to the old behavior when the pressure is removed. Isn't it? So, don't try to change people. Give them the information and the inspiration to change themselves. Let them change themselves. You have to give inspiration, information. Let the process be done by themselves. So these are the 7 valuable lessons that we learn from this small game. Right? You enjoyed it?
Yes.
Huh? Okay, any questions? We'll have to finish it here already. Time up, huh?
We can play for 1 more hour.
Sure. Huh?
How to identify a change?
Huh?
How to identify a change?
How to identify a change? Because we all can see and feel in the world is changing very fast. And it is not just transitional change that we are all going through. Everybody can feel it, sense it. The change that we are going through now is a total transformational change. And that is why somewhere we need to change here as well. People are not willing to change here. And they want to adapt to the change outside, which becomes impossible. Change is a continuous process. Change is not that it will go for some time and then things start. Change is a continuous process. The only thing is to understand, develop the willingness and bring about change. It's a continuous process. The world is continuously changing. It is not that today it is changing. No. Right? It is a continuous process. I just get into that process. As soon as we enter business, it's a continuous process. Okay, any other questions?
Thank you, very well said.
Thank you.
The word intuition was used. The word intuition was used showing the like a stress, and also one more time before the word intuition was used. So I could not relate how intuition could be in the stress.
Actually, what happens that when things are changing very fast, as it is said in the future times, your radar has to be very clear. If it is stressed, then you cannot catch the vibrations and adapt according to the need of the hour. So that is why the intuition has to be used. And in the future times, we need to sense. We need to sense the pulse of what is going on and then adapt ourselves. So use your intuition. That's going to work in the future times. If you cannot sense, you are a failure. You fall. What is time demanding? What is market demanding? What are your clients demanding? Everyone is demanding something. So you need to sense, you need to feel the pulse. Okay? Anyone else? Yes?
As we grow older, our radar is not so sharp to catch the things.
Yes.
So then, what is the other alternate?
That is why it is said spirituality, meditation will sharpen your radars. The junk that is accumulated there, it needs to be cleaned up. So meditation is a process of self-cleaning, consciously cleaning your radar.
Well, I learned something from you today.
Thank you very much.
Your smile gives us a lot of changes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Hope you also start smiling from today, now, at this moment. Huh? Things will make very easy. Complication will go away from your life. Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
When business changes, right? It's always going up and down. So when we're in success, everyone is happy and everyone's great, everything's going good. But when we're in failure, or like when the business is going down, how is it that we can stay motivated or like continue on drive?
We need to adapt creatively to the changes. Now, that's why I said intuition, feel the pulse. Now, what more can we do? Because this old way is not going to work. So that's why it's going down. So if I really want to go up, then I need to feel the pulse of the present time and accordingly develop creative ideas what people would like in business. This is how you can again go back. It is always like a graph. Yeah. It goes down for some time, but immediately you need to recreate. That's why it is always said, whenever the graph goes like this, a little bit also, that is a signal. You need to recreate, reorganize, regenerate, and again come up. Okay? Yes, yes, yes.
Many times I've noticed there's a lot of resistance within yourself as well as outside when you're trying to change. How do you manage to find a balance between the two?
That's why I said that the resistance is because lack of information. Either I am not clear or the other one is not clear.
But the other person is not even willing to listen to your viewpoint because it's after a viewpoint. And as you said, intuition, they don't believe in intuition also. So then it becomes very difficult for you to express yourself.
What happens that supposing people are not willing to listen to what you are saying to them, maybe because they feel as if they are better than you, isn't it? So that is when you need to bring some change because they're watching you every time. So whatever you're doing, you can inspire them through your own change. Yeah, through the change you adopt. Yes.
I have a similar question. Many times what I do, I think I'm right, but I doubt myself.
Yeah.
What shall I do?
Well, if you start doubting yourself, then you cannot come up.
Like,
You have to take up the challenge. If you think you are right, take up the challenge. Go ahead with it. The only thing is clarity. You need to have a clear focus how you're going to go about with it. So that focus is needed through meditation. Meditation means concentration. Concentration is developing a clear focus, and this is how you can go about with it. Okay? Anyone else? No one? So, we can end the session with a few minutes of silence, sitting in silence, just recapping what we heard today and assimilating in the self. So, for a few moments, let us turn our attention away from the external world and go within. Focus on the spiritual entity, the higher self, which is my real identity. I am a conscious entity, a spiritual entity. This body is just like an instrument that I use to play my role. I am a conscient being. I realize my true nature is peace. I allow my thoughts to calm down and just be with myself. I am a peaceful being. I generate the vibrations of peace around me. I feel so comfortable being peaceful. This is my real self. I realize I'm a pure being. I generate positive vibes around me. I feel so comfortable in this positive vibes. This is my true self. Om Shanti. Shanti.